Okay, today we're going to talk about a story that has it all. Big money, powerful tech, and a really, really big mistake. It's about one of the biggest consulting firms in the world and how their rush into AI went completely off the rails. And trust me, it's a cautionary tale that everyone needs to hear.
$440,000. Yeah, just let that number hang in the air for a second. That's not just a chunk of change, right? That is the price tag for a single mistake. A mistake that, honestly, pulls back the curtain on a massive problem we're all facing with this AI revolution.
So where did that money come from? Well, it was the price of a government report, paid for by taxpayers, by the way, that was just riddled with AI-generated lies. I mean, literally stuff the AI just made up. A total disaster.
All right, Section 1, a 440K AI mistake. So, let's get into it. How on earth does a giant like Deloitte get tangled up in such an expensive, AI-fueled mess?
Okay, so here are the basics. You've got the Australian government as the client. They hired Deloitte, the provider, for a really important project, a report on the country's welfare penalty system. But the problem? The final report was full of glaring, just completely wrong facts that were spit out by an AI. The whole thing was compromised from the start.
Section 2, when AI makes things up. So, this is a really wild part. How does an AI, just lie? To get that, we need to dive into a really weird quirk of how these systems work.
So the report contained what experts call AI hallucinations. And yeah, I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's a super real and surprisingly common problem that AI developers are grappling with right now.
So what even is an AI hallucination? Well, think of it like this. Instead of the AI saying, hey, I don't know the answer to that, it just makes something up. It fabricates information, it invents facts, and then it presents it all to you with this incredible confidence, like it's gospel truth.
And look, we're not talking about small mistakes or typos here. The errors in this report were glaring. I mean, it cited research papers that literally do not exist. And get this, it even made up a quote and claimed it came from a federal court judgment. That's not just an error, that's a whole other level. All right, Section 3. The cover-up crumbles. You'd think the story ends there, right? Bad report, big mistake. But nope. What happened next after they got caught? Well, that's where it gets even crazier. So here's how it went down. Step 1. Someone figures out the report is full of fake info. Step 2. Instead of owning up to it, a revised version just quietly appears online. No big announcement. But then Step 3, people realize the new version also has errors. It wasn't just a one-time mistake, their whole process was broken.
Next up, Section 4, a corporate cheat code. So, what does this all mean for the rest of us? Well, this whole mess really shines a light on a kind of ethical double standard that's popping up everywhere with AI.
Think about this for a second. We warn students constantly, right? Don't rely on AI, don't use it to cheat, it's not a real learning tool. But then you look over at the corporate world, and what are they doing? They're racing to plug this exact same tech into their workflows to streamline work. And, let's be honest, prioritize profits.
And this quote just nails it. Someone said that for a lot of these companies, AI isn't a tool for innovation. Instead, it's being used more like a cheat code, a damaging shortcut that trades quality and integrity for convenience. Oof. I mean, that really hits home, doesn't it? Because it feels so true.
Okay, last section here, the AI trust problem. So you might be thinking, okay, it's one bad report, what's the big deal? But this goes way beyond just bad data. It hits at something much, much more important.
The thing is, this incident puts a huge amount of pressure on public trust, which, let's face it, is already pretty low for both big corporations and governments. When you see a failure this big on a taxpayer-funded project, it just makes those existing cracks of distrust even wider. And that's why this whole scandal has become such a massive cautionary tale for the entire corporate world. It's a huge, flashing red light for any company that's rushing to use AI without thinking about the consequences, without building in some serious guardrails and, actual human oversight. So as AI gets more and more powerful and it gets woven into every part of our lives, it leaves us with this one giant question that we all have to figure out. When the AI is wrong, who's actually responsible?